let's dive even deeper, because even the most solidified household where there's a two-parent household, two income, everything is going great for that family, there could be challenges in the parenting. There could be exhaustion in the parenting in that home.
Absolutely.
Where the parents just clock out. And they, because life is not all peaches and cream and everything is not perfect. There might be some challenges at home with the child that they're facing. And you know how they say, like, okay, I'm just going to give up on this aspect, but I'm going to be stronger on this aspect in the parenting, because that's a lost cause. And I understand what you're saying. Parenting is a huge responsibility. But if I'm playing devil's advocate, right? Because I'm looking at it from both sides, as I mentioned. If I do everything I can as a parent, mind you, I'm not even implementing my upbringing into my parenting, right? As a parent, who's to say I was ready to become a parent at that point? Or who's to say that I automatically know everything about parenting? Or because a lot of us, most of us, are learning as we go.
Yeah.
Just like our parents did, just like our grandparents did.
Absolutely.
We're learning as we go, and then we're shifting and maneuvering and correcting as we go. However, even in the most organized, even in the most secure financially, two-income household, two-parent household, there's a lot of struggles there.
And I get what you're saying. And
let me get to my point, though. Let me get to my point. I'm doing everything I can as a parent at home and raising this child. Once I release this child to go into school, there's certain disciplines in school that the child should learn as well.
Of course.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to work as a team. But I saw the mistake of, here's my child. It's your responsibility for them to learn. And then, no, this is a teamwork. Like, I feel like many parents lack to see that. It's a teamwork. For your child to reach a certain level or to succeed, let's say in education, in their career or whatever, it takes two. It takes the parents and the teachers working together. And that's where they fail, right? It's not going to work if it's only one part doing all the effort. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like many parents don't understand that part.
Right. But here we go, right?
And I get it. The challenges, it gets hard. Nobody said it was going to be easy. Nobody said it's going to be easy. But, and like you said, this is hard, so I'm just going to do this part. No, with parenting, you got to do it all.
I understand.
As hard as it is, because you know what? At the end of the day, these kids didn't ask us to be here. So we got to try to do the best we can.
I've heard that over and over again about the kids not asking to be here, but that's just a cop-out. That's life. We're here to procreate.
Yeah.
So miss me with that. That's a given.
What I was saying is,
so let me get to my point. Here we go, right? Because I am doing the best I can as a parent. Would you say, so if I'm doing the best I can as a parent, and the child goes to school, and you're saying that, and we're discussing that the parental exhaustion exists, all of those things exist. And you're saying that the parents are held accountable for most of the behaviors of the child, and that's okay. But we both worked in a school. We both know what it is and the challenges that brings of seeing different and multiple personalities, hundreds of them at that, right?
Yeah, of course.
So
now more than ever.
Does the teacher ever get exhausted? Tell me.
What do you think?
So so that's my point. If I am doing the most parenting I can, and then the teacher's supposed to teach my child certain things.
But you know what? We're talking about two different things, because I'm telling you, you're talking about the parent that does everything they have to do and do the best they can. And then the child goes, but I'm talking about the parent that
lacks that. Okay. So now we're on the same page.
And then takes no accountability and says everything is your fault. Oh, no, but it's your job to do this. Oh, no, but you're supposed to be doing. Or if we tell them of a child that had a bad behavior in school, and then they get home and there's no consequences at all. So what are we doing? We have to work as a team. How are we going to help this child get better, right?
Right.
We want them to be respectful, decent human beings, right?
Okay.
How are we going to do this if we're not holding them accountable? We don't have any, there's no consequences for that. You defend the bad behavior. So now the child loses respect for their teachers and school staff because you're having their back. Oh no, my parent has my back no matter what. So I'm going to do whatever I want, right? Because at the mentality of a child, you have to understand is different, right?
Okay.
If they see they're getting away, no, my parents are going to have my back regardless. I'm just going to tell them it's not me. It wasn't me. It was this and they're going to believe me. And there's no consequences. So what are we doing?
You're talking about a one case scenario.
No. This is many cases that I'm seeing.
Okay.
But you're talking about the parent that's there, the responsible parent that's there doing what they're supposed. I'm not talking about.
I'm talking about both.
I'm talking about the parent that is not taking any accountability and not doing what they're supposed to do as a parent.